his faith have a face? The Filipino community of City of Rodeo thought it should. An attempt close to a miracle had finally made it come true. The idea came like a visit from an angel. Filipinos from St. Patrick's Church in Rodeo wanted a statue of the first Filipino saint installed in their church. So Rodeo Councilman and Pastoral Council member Jerry Escalada decided to push for it. With Father Larry Young and the community's blessing, Jerry ordered a 5-foot life-size statue of San Lorenzo Ruiz from the Philippines.
And then when we arrived, Father Larry Young, the pastor of St. Patrick Church here in Rodeo, and I opened the box, and we are really surprised because it doesn't look like a Filipino. It looked like a Roman or European. Blonde hair, and very, very, very highly pointed nose. So, I said, oh my goodness, it need to be modified.
After spending $600 for the sculpture, Jerry needed to get the community to pull together to spend for the facelift. And with the Spirit looking down upon them, the goal was reached.
For me, personally, need to be Filipino. Because this is best Filipino saints, So this is a national pride for all of us. So how can you say that this is a national purpose? It's not Filipino. My picture, he's an American. So although it's only a statue, the emotion that need to be Filipino.
So began San Lorenzo Ruiz's transformation. With a vision of the saint's face in their minds and a picture from a Catholic booklet to guide them, Jerry and Bay Area local artist Donna Yamir attempted to follow through with the conception.
San Lorenzo Ruiz is Chinese mestizo, half Filipino, half Chinese. So we agreed that it's the typical Chinese eyes, and also San Lorenzo Ruiz is a peasant, he's a farmer. So we made his skin, a little bit darker.
Lorenzo Ruiz was accused of murder during the tumultuous 17th century in the Philippines. He left his wife and 3 kids and fled unwillingly to Japan to avoid the accusations. But death found him. That's because Catholics were hunted in the land of the rising sun. Yet even while being tortured for his beliefs, Lorenzo Ruiz refused to renounce his faith. On September 27, 1637, he told his executioner that he was ready to die 1,000 lives for God if he had them. Lorenzo Ruiz was beatified by Pope John Paul II on February 18, 1981 in Manila. He was canonized to sainthood 6 years later, on October 18, 1987 in Rome. He is the first Filipino saint.
Actually, this is the picture of the statue before. Have you noticed the eyes is so round, and the nose is highly pointed, and the chin is overextended. So yeah, the eyes is so round. See? And now it looks like a typical Chinese eyes, and the skin is darker. And before, the hair is kind of blonde or brown.
And now the sculpture resembles the image of the pious Filipino.
Yeah, I'm very proud. We are very satisfied actually, because it really looks, a typical Filipino Chinese with the dark skin because he's a peasant.
Like a gift from heaven, the 50-pound fiberglass sculpture turned out the way they had pictured it to be. And despite the hours put in working to perfect the vision, Jerry says it was well worth the sacrifice.
It possesses devotion from the community, not only from the Filipino community, but from everybody. Since San Lorenzo Ruiz is not only a Filipino saint, he's a universal saint.
And the Pinoys from the city of Rodeo are proud. They can now pray to a saint in the image and likeness of a Filipino.